Okay, so this is going to be September's training plan. I'm just going to give you a few pointers on what we're doing. Actually filming from the new gym, logo on the wall, thanks to Isabel for painting it. Not quite ready to go yet, but we've got a lot of stuff in here. I'll give you a bit of look around the gym once we've got it going. Okay, so for the session, warm up same as usual, 5 stations, plus a rest, skipping, high knee skips, over and backs, Spider-Mans, you know, the usual kind of stuff. For the strength, we're going with barbell hip bridge, we're going with shrugs, and we're going with fat bar floor press. 4 sets of 5 on everything, okay? Everybody should be able to start with a 60 kilo weight for the hip bridge, so we can get the 220s on and people can get in and out of it. Saves you guys lifting the bar on and off people. But if people can't, then you're obviously going to have to go into the 15s or whatever. With the shrugs, we're going to go with the farmer's walk tire for the people that can handle it. So I think Fiona might be the only woman that can handle it, but a lot of the guys will be able to cope, but some of the guys won't be able to cope as well. So basically it's just the deadlift to that position, and then 5 good reps, make sure your arms stay straight and it's all movement through shoulder elevation. You're not doing this, okay? For the people that can't handle that weight, we're going to set up the 2 40cm high boxes, standing in between the Olympic bar, maybe 10 kilo plates on it or something, and then it's just a little partial deadlift to there, and then they can do their shrugs and then they can get it back on the ground, okay? And the fat bar floor press, that's the thing that you'll need to stand and spot people on. It'd be quite good if you could get everybody spotting other people rather than you have to spot them in the floor press all the time. But the good thing about the hip bridge and the shrug is people aren't going to hurt themselves doing that, so you should be able to, you know, stand at the floor press and see everything else that's going on. Okay. For the conditioning, we're going to have 2 options. We're going to have one which is 4 whole body exercises performed back to back for time and a rest period. So it's going to be 60 seconds on, 15 seconds off, and you're going to go around the whole thing twice. Sandbag shouldering, which is basically just the bag from the floor up to the chest, bounce onto the shoulder, and then back onto the floor, and then the same thing to the other side, okay, and just continuous for as long as they can, for 60 seconds. Heavy sled push outside, want to keep them on the high handles all the time, so that might be something you might have to turn the sled for some people, other people will be able to do it on their own. Full keg press, which is from the floor, tip to the chest, lock it out, down, and then go to the other side, to the chest and then down, and then reverse drag, nice and simple. And then a rest period, so it's 60 seconds work, 15 seconds to gather yourself and move to the next station, but make sure people are working continuously, okay? I'd rather you gave people a little bit less weight and had them do the full 60 seconds rather than go a little bit too heavy and be, you know, done after 40 seconds, okay? This is to be more a conditioning kind of thing. The second option, and we're just going to alternate between these two, is a core-based circuit that I'm going to see if we can elicit some kind of cardio effect. So we're basically going to have 12 minutes of continuous work. There's no rest periods in this at all. It's basically everybody starts at a station, you do 10 reps, and then you move on to the next station, so everybody should be going around all the time, okay? In any order, because they're all pretty much abdominal brace exercises. Grapple twist, which everyone knows how to do. Overhead iso press, which I'm going to demonstrate in a second. Alternate hanging knee raise, which I'll also demonstrate. Plank row, which you've done before, but I'll give a wee demonstration. And Swiss ball knee tuck, which I can demonstrate because I've not got my Swiss ball inflated, because when it arrived, it didn't arrive with a pump, okay, but that's to be rectified, okay. So grapple twist, you know what you're doing there, just the bar into the corner, and you're just looking for a nice sort of controlled movement, okay, turning the body, arms nice and straight, 10 reps, and then move on, okay. Then we've got overhead iso press, okay. Now this is slightly different, it's very similar to like a side band press, okay, but what we're going to do is instead of facing side on, we're going to face away, okay? And you're going to start, actually can you come and stand, look square on, okay? So you start on one shoulder, and like the side press, when you're in here, there's not a lot of pressure on, yeah? So when your hands are in close, it's easier. So your hands are in close here, and then you're just going to press it straight up overhead, and then you'll feel your arms, your abs have to brace, and then you're just going to go down to the other side, and then you're going to lock out, and then down to the other side, okay? So you feel a bit of tension through the arms and the shoulders, but the abs definitely brace, and then when you're a little bit further out, then you really feel yourself have to lock everything in, you know, and then when you're all finished, nice and safe coming out. Just 10 reps, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, continuous till we've done 10, okay? After that, we're going to do hanging knee raise, but we're going to do it one leg at a time, okay? So ideally, they'll be hanging with their feet not touching the ground. That's what you're aiming for. Okay, so I don't have to bend straighten my legs out in front of me a little bit in this one, but basically they're going to hang, and then it's going to be 1 knee raise, 2 knee raises, and you're just going to keep going until they've done 10, and then they're down, and then move on to the next exercise. Okay? We're trying to keep this abdominal brace as much as possible, but things like grappler twists, the overhead press, there's an upper body element as well, there's a grip element, which is going to get the blood pumping. Plank row, as you've seen before, on the dumbbells, hands close together, feet further apart, body stays still, dumbbell gets pulled up in a row, okay? And you just go back and forward till you've done 10 reps. Once you've done 10, move on, okay? And the last one is a Swiss ball knee tuck, which I can't really demonstrate, but it's hands on the ground like a press up. Feet are going to be up on the Swiss ball, and then you draw your feet into there, and then you push your feet back out, okay? 10 reps nice and controlled, that's quite hard work. The gold standard for that is to actually have them on their toes on the ball. What you'll see the difference between people who have their feet like that on the ball, and people who have their feet like that on the ball. This is the one we're looking for, yeah. If people can do that, then they're doing the exercise better, because it makes it a little bit less stable, and they get more out of it, okay? In case you're wondering, people in Canada aren't insanely strong. That's not a 120 kilo bag, that's 120 pounds, okay? We work imperial here, not metric. That's okay. Right, so that's continuous for 12 minutes. So set the gym boss for 12 minutes and just get people to go, and people work continuously, okay? For the finishers, okay, it's going to be 3 hip ones, 3 shoulder ones, and the same finisher. Reverse step over, so you're going to take the back, hook it in about here, put a PVC pipe, and then it's up and over and round, okay? If you need your hand there for balance like I do, then that's what you want, okay? And you're just going to get people to work back and forward. I think everybody that's in the gym's done that one. Nice thing with the PVC pipe, if they hit it, it'll come pinging off. If they break it, it doesn't matter, but it's not going to hurt them, okay? Handcuffs is the next one, which you've done reasonably recently, okay? So what we're looking for is reaching at the front, and you're going to sweep round, clasp your hands, and then just pull up, and then relax, and back round, okay? This is 50 seconds on, 10 seconds off, okay? 2 times in each station, and then move, okay? IT roll, just working the side of the thigh, okay? So, as usual, if people can handle it with their legs stacked, but it's a little bit harder work, and they're just looking for little tender spots. If that's too much for them, then they can put their foot over the top and take a little bit of pressure, okay? Then we've got a bow stretch, which is done on the pull-up bar. You might need to put a box underneath people's feet, okay? Because you don't want it to be too stretched out. So you're basically going to push forwards, and you're just going to drive, and you should feel the stretch all the way down through the body, okay? Feel it a little bit in the midsection, but some people will feel that more in the shoulder, okay? But you just want to push the hips all the way forward, just get a little bit of grip with the upper body. Frog stretch for the groin. So sitting down, toes far apart, heels together, hands outside, and you're just going to lean forward and push. I trained yesterday for the first time in about 4 months, and all of this is hurting right now, okay? 50 seconds, 10 seconds rest, and another 50 seconds. An alternate shoulder drop, okay? Hands pointing out to the side, and you're just going to sink one shoulder down, and then up. One shoulder down and up. See how tight my shoulders are? You don't want this arm bending, you want the arm straight, okay? So try and keep the arm straight and just push the shoulders down, okay? So that's all the work. I'll get the video, well, you've obviously seen the video because it's been uploaded. Print off the sheets, get them on the clipboards, and then we're ready to go. Okay, thanks.